Jack Chrysler presents Tales of Tomorrow. Look to Chrysler for styles of tomorrow in men's watch bands today. Look to Chrysler for the fashion firsts in ladies' watch bands, too. You'll find these quality watch bands at 10,000 Chrysler jewelers who feature this display. And every Chrysler watch band comes in a handsome presentation box like this, ready for gift giving. And now, Jack Chrysler presents Tales of Tomorrow.
Order in the court. Man is on trial for his life. If there are any more interruptions by the public, I shall order the courtroom cleared. The prosecutor will continue his cross-examination of the defendant.
Now, Mr. Kemp, how much did you earn last year?
You mean from my machine shop?
From all sources.
About $3,600.
And with this $3,600, you had to support yourself, your mother, and buy equipment for the shop.
That's right.
But you're ambitious, Mr. Kemp.
I don't understand you.
You're an inventor, aren't you? Didn't you invent this supercharged blowtorch marked Exhibit B?
Yes.
And isn't this blowtorch more powerful than any other similar piece of equipment on the market today?
Yes, but I've already told you
This invention has a commercial value, then.
Definitely.
Is it patented?
No, but I've already...
Please answer the questions. Did you intend to patent it?
Yes, until all this
And
happened.
was it your intention to lease your patent to a manufacturing concern or to build these torches yourself?
Myself.
I see. Thank you. Now, Mr. Kemp, what would it cost to patent your invention?
About $1,000, they told me.
And to equip your shop to produce it commercially?
About
$5,000, Mr. Kemp?
Yes, somewhere around there.
So you stole the $5,000 from the corpse of Professor Adrian
I
Sykes?
didn't steal it!
Sustained!
I will rephrase the question. This canceled bank book shows that Professor Sykes withdrew from his account $5,000 on the day he met you for the first time. Your bank account shows a corresponding deposit. Is that correct?
I guess so.
Now, Mr. Kemp, how would you, a mechanic earning $3,600 a year, obtain such a large sum of money?
From Professor Sykes, but I've told you how...
dead body after you killed him? After you burned him to death?
No!
The prosecution will avoid prejudicial remarks.
With the court's permission. Now, Mr. Kemp, you have testified that Professor Sykes gave you $5,000 as a fee for services to be performed by you and your blowtorch. Now, I ask you, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is it credible that a man like Professor Sykes, a timid archaeologist, would give you, a total stranger, his entire life savings to accompany him on a mission I can only describe as fantastic?
I know it sounds fantastic, but
And
if you...
the state contends that it is. The state contends that you deliberately invented this story of non-existent caves and incredible machines to cover up a sordid case of murder for profit. A case, ladies and gentlemen, unusual only for the horrible manner in which the crime was committed.
That's
Do you
a
have
lie.
any evidence for
I
the
didn't
existence
kill
of these
Professor
machines?
Sykes. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the testimony of the witness in the case for the prosecution and defense. I must point out to you that the case for the state rests solely on circumstantial evidence.
Let you take the stand. We might have done better with a temporary insanity defense.
Don't you believe me either?
Anyway, I did the best I could.
But you don't believe me.
It sounds so
Defendant has been
fantastic.
charged with the murder of Professor
Couldn't find a
Adrian
cave.
Sykes.
We couldn't find a machine.
But it's true. Everything I told you is true. I've told them everything I know. The police, the judge, the jury. But what's the use? I know what the verdict's going to be. Guilty.
The prosecution.
And then I'll go back to that
Take
cell.
it easy, son, now. Take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Your task, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is to determine the truth on the basis of the facts presented in evidence. If there exists any reasonable doubt in your minds, you must, in all conscience, acquit the defendant. The jury will now retire and consider its verdict.
The court is recessed.
Want some coffee?
No,
Nothing to do now, you know.
I know.
Never tell till the jury gets back. The funny thing about juries, I remember a case once you'd have sworn I'd lost it, and the jury had...
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Not guilty, they said. Oh, you could have knocked me over with a feather. And I found out later that the foreman of the...
Shut up. Let me alone.
Okay. Don't get sore. The foreman had twins that morning, and he was 63 years old.
Let me alone.
Yeah.
Okay, Ma, I'll be up in a minute.
You said that an hour ago.
Who are you?
My name is Sykes, Professor Adrian Sykes. I'm an archaeologist. Maybe you heard of me.
Sykes. No, I don't think I have.
No matter. You will. Before long, everyone will. Mr. Kemp, I've come a very long way to see you. I must talk to you.
Well, look, can't I wait till morning? I'm pretty tired.
No, it can't wait. The world has been waiting long enough. You see, I found the key to the past.
Sure. Sure you have. Look, why don't you come back tomorrow and you can tell me all about it?
You think I'm insane, don't you? Maybe this will change your mind.
10-gauge wire. So what?
Try to cut it. Well? You'd do much better if you use that new supercharged torch of yours.
What do you know about my torch?
I heard about it from a colleague at the university. That's what brought me here.
Look, just what do you want?
I need your torch.
Well, it's not for sale. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I don't want to buy it. I want you to help me to open a metal door.
Oh, another one of those, huh? Where's your door, Professor? Is it the First National Bank or Fort Knox?
Listen to me. Do you know what it means to spend your life digging into the past and getting nowhere? Pottery, relics, dust, nothing until you yourself get part of that dust. While others, with less talent but with money and influence, make discoveries that startle the world. The tomb of King Tutankhamun, the Rosetta Stone, discoveries that make them famous. And then, one day, you yourself, who have always stood in the shadows of these men, are on the brink of making the greatest discovery of them all.
Well, that's very interesting, Professor, but what can I do about it?
Everything. With your torch, you can open the door to my cave.
To your cave?
I found it by accident, years ago. Inside this cave is a machine. Oh, Kemp, you've never seen such a machine.
Now, what makes this one so different?
This machine has been recording on wire every physical disturbance that has shaken the face of the earth for the past 1,000,000 years. Oh, now really, every storm, every earthquake, every tidal wave, it's all there on this wire. This is a piece of it. It took me months of work to get it.
Sure. I suppose about 1 million years ago, some ape invented this contraption and then stuck it in a cave, huh? Very smart monkey. Oh, now look, really, I've got to get to bed. I've got to get up early in the morning.
Wait, perhaps this. This will change your mind. There's $5,000 there. That's all I have. It's yours. If you will open that door.
5,000. I could buy machinery and start producing the torch myself.
Yes, you could.
Okay, Professor. You got yourself a deal. When do we start?
Tonight. There's no time to lose.
Tonight?
Kemp, I waited for this for years. I can't wait any longer.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to tell my...
No. You must tell no one. No one. Must be very near.
Look, Professor, we drove all night to get here, and we've been combing this area for hours. And I'm hot, and I'm tired, and I'm hungry, and there's no door around here.
Must be. It must be.
Look, Professor, I've been thinking. How did you get into that cave the first time if it's sealed by a door?
It was open when I found it the first time. When I returned the second time, it was closed, sealed tight. Who knows? Perhaps I was getting too close to the answer.
Yeah, perhaps.
But I don't understand it. It must be around here. I can't seem to find it.
Well, maybe you can't find it because it doesn't exist.
Now, look here. I paid you all the money in the world. Instead of grumbling, please, let's try to solve this problem.
Okay, Professor, you start figuring.
We must be near the cave. We must be. Why, I worked in this part of the country for years. But somehow it's changed. It's different. Perhaps there have been some landslides. There seem to be more rocks and less vegetation. What time have you got?
It's 11:50. No, my watch stopped.
So has mine. At 11:15. But it's past noon.
That's funny.
Why should both our watches stop at the same moment? Perhaps a magnetic field in it. Look at your compass.
Holy smoke. Look at it.
That's it. That machine must create a magnetic field around it. We must be very near. Come on.
Okay.
Kemp, come here, quickly. You didn't believe it. Kemp, here it is. It's real. Just as I said.
It's real. It's here.